Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to actually make the modules yourself. Yes, I have made the modules open source, and this is going to be a full guide. I'm not going to fake it, so I'm actually going to try to make the modules in front of you. I will be honest, the process is very tedious, and the reason why I say that is because if you look here, I had three chats here. Only one of them worked because the other two were either failing or weren't good enough. And that's the issue with making modules, that it's not always going to be consistent, and you will not always, you can't always have a module right the first time. So that's the issues I face, and that's why it takes me hours, sometimes a few days, to make modules, even with AI, because a lot of modules, every module works differently. So I'll try my best to convey this to you guys. It's hard, but and as long as you have AI, any AI model, Grok, Anthropic's Claude, or OpenAI's ChatGPT, you're able to do this. All the first things you need. First of all, you need to get an agent that can actually put zip files out. So for me, I love using ChatGPT because it's the best and most reliable. If you have ChatGPT Premium, I would recommend starting the chat in work mode. And when you start the chat in work mode, what it does is it uses the coding models. If you see here Luna, Terra, Soul, you might want to use Terra and use at least medium or high. And that will basically allow you to make the modules better, and also gives you an environment that they give you to test on. Also, if you're a free user, you also get access to this, but your limits are really low, and it's really hard to iterate on this, if you get my point. For example, if there's an issue and you want to fix it, you may run out of codex usage, but ChatGPT usage is different, and it's really hard to explain. But yeah, so this is how AI mainly works. If you have Claude, you can still use Claude, but I'm not sure if Claude gives zip files in the chat. Or what you can do, if you have Claude Pro, you can use Claude Code, which I also have here. And if you go here, you can see that I have a lot of projects. So you can just go Claude Code or Claude Codebug, and you can use the modules and make them here. But Claude is more strict in making modules, so you have to be careful. If you have Google, you can try using anti-gravity. They give you access to free models. So once you download it, all you need to do is just start a chat, and in here you can basically see that. Oh, my camera. In here you can basically have all my other projects, and you can just give it a prompt and make sure you use any model is fine on here, as long as you have access to them. And if you have Google Pro as a student and stuff, you basically have unlimited access to make modules. If you want Grok, you can try using Grok, but I'm not sure if Grok, of course, again, gives zip files or not. And I don't think Grok is the best agent unless you have Grok, Super Grok, and what you can do is use something called Grok Build. So there's something called Grok Build, which you can download, which is basically a coding agent that codes on your computer, and this is really good for coding. And I am telling you, you can make the modules way more easier than all of the other ones. Okay, now that you have picked your agent, hopefully, what you want to do is go to this site. This is called synthetiq.uk/modules. So if you see /modules, I will leave the link in the description, and you can also join the Discord server to get the link from me. So what you want to do is, first of all, go to the site. Then you want to go to the anime site. And there are a few things. If you see an anime site which doesn't have any content on the homepage, but when you click on it, it goes to the actual page, make sure you always get the homepage of the anime site. It just gives better results. Then you want to go to the site after you copy the link, the module making site. And if you look here, I've already pasted it here, so I'm going to reload the site again. So if you look here, you want to paste the actual link of the site here. Then you want to click make prompt. When you do that, it replaces all the example stuff with your actual link. And then you want to copy that prompt over. The best thing to do is use work or any coding agent. I would love to explain that to you, but it's really hard in terms of explaining everything. It's not really meant for this video, but you can search up Claude Code, Grok CLI, Claude CLI, and Codex. And Codex is probably the best thing, which I also use for coding, and it's really good for making modules. As you can see here, you can use that as a free user as well. It's up to you, and you can see your usage on the side over here. You can always see that usage. Oh damn, they reset it. Okay, so you can always see that usage here. Okay, I'm actually happy they reset my usage. Okay, let's go back. Anything else is fine. Then make the prompt, and after you make the prompt, you copy the full prompt here, and it's already copied. You want to go to any chat agent that you want to go to, such as Codex. It can be any CLI agent, anti-gravity, as I explained over here. You can also use Google's anti-gravity. This is technical, semi-technical stuff, but you can still use normal ChatGPT, but you won't get the best results from ChatGPT, I'm telling you. And also, if you're using ChatGPT, you may want to use work. And if you're using normal ChatGPT, you can also use Codex, by the way, as I said. You want to use 5.5 if you have it, and medium or high. Don't use instant, as you won't get the best results. So if you're using ChatGPT work, you want to use Terra or Luna. And for Luna, use extra high. For Terra, use at least normal high or extra high. Don't use Soul because it's going to eat your usage and there's no point. So what I'm going to do is paste this link, which I got from my prompt here on my own website, and then I'm going to send it. Now, it's going to take its time, around 10 to 15 minutes, even 20 minutes. It really depends on how good it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, and I won't touch anything. I'm going to come back after it finishes, and I will use the actual zip file that it gives, and I won't change that file, so I can give you guys the most realistic results. And also, anyone is able to make modules. All the stuff is open source now. You can usually just give this to your whole agent and your ChatGPT, and it can make it for you. I did try making the module with ChatGPT, but I only succeeded once. This is normal ChatGPT. This isn't the coding agent. And if you see here, it made the modules. I said the same issue, hard to fix. The first time, basically, what ended up happening is I gave it the prompt. It loaded a lot of the shows, but it couldn't play the videos. You know, same as for a lot of the animes. Then I said the same problem exists, and it basically gave me a final one, and then that one worked. As you can see, even the normal ChatGPT, it took around 17 minutes. And if you go down, it took around 2 minutes here. So it does take a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it. Still working, as you can see, and you can see the cloud browser that it's using. So it's actually navigating the Anikoto site on the browser. This is only if you use work, and this is why I'm telling you to use ChatGPT work. It's really good. You can see what it's doing over here, and I'm going to close that so you can see what it's doing. It will do this all by itself. You don't need to touch it. And if you have GPT Plus, that's even better, because then it will just automatically make modules for you, and you can tell it to fix modules as well. So yeah, I would recommend getting GPT Plus if you want. It's really good normally, and also at the same time, you get to make modules. So that's still happening. Another update, as you can see. It's navigating the actual players. It's actually going to One Piece, episode 1. I think it's One Piece, yep, right there. And as you can see, it's doing it by itself. As this is an honest video, as you can see, it says no zip has been created. So these are the sort of issues you'll face where it will tell you that it won't do it, and there is ways to bypass it. And the way you do that is, let me do it first and explain it to you. And now I'm actually going to include this in the actual prompt again. So what I did is, right after the reply where it said it couldn't make the zip, I said, continue building and give me a working final zip. That's your goal, okay? Look at how these modules work and apply it here too. I need it working. And what I did is I gave it a link to all the module bundles that I have. And what you can also do is you can also give links to those bundles as well from here. So I will leave this link in the description as well, and you can give it if it refuses. At the same time, you can also give the actual module bundle file itself from the actual app, which is on the Discord server. But soon I will be removing that. So it gave me this module. It worked for 7 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all download this module, and I'm going to go to my app on the phone, as you can see, and I'm going to open this. I've had many different ones, but we already know because this one has a 3 in the name, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to click share and airdrop, and we got the airdrop here. We go to settings, we go to media. The new app is a bit different, but you go down, choose file, choose this one, latest one, go home, and it just loads the content. This is just like my first try basically, and I haven't got anything. Now there is an issue, as you can see, the endless scrolling doesn't work, but you can tell that and it will fix it. So let's try searching for One Piece. There could be an issue with search, didn't work, but it does work. Okay, now if you go to the episode, does it show episodes? Yes, so that's another plus. You just keep taking the list, and anything that doesn't work, you tell it and it will fix it. Go to the first episode. Does it play the episode now? There you go, that's your module done. And then you can just use that module on your home, and let's see if downloads work. What is it? I think downloads could be an issue, and I will just tell it to fix downloads because downloads aren't working, and it will fix that. But right now I think downloads is the only thing where it doesn't download. But yeah, that's how you literally make a module. All you need is just your ChatGPT and that's it. It's not that hard. And all you need to know is make sure you don't just, say small stuff, oh, it doesn't work. You actually explain what's going on. For example, if it didn't show anything on the homepage, I would say nothing loads on the homepage, you need to fix this. If nothing's worked on the search, I would say nothing's working on the search, you need to fix this. If nothing was loading here, such as it was only showing one episode, I would tell it that and it will fix it. That's how it works. And this is literally the live chat. And what I will do here is I will also share this chat with you. So what you can do is you can just click on the chat link, and you just click like this, you can go to the chat directly and it will open this exact chat in the browser, and you can literally continue using it here. So I can just continue using the conversation here. I will leave this here. Oh, this is read only, never mind, I can't do that because this is GPT work. That's annoying. But I will give you guys the prompt, and I'll actually fix the prompt a bit more later. So yeah, that's how you do everything, and that's how you make the modules work. This is the quickest video I could make. Oh my god. This is the quickest video I could make. And yeah, that's actually that's how you make your modules. The disclaimer, some modules will not work simply. They will just simply not work because, of course, as you can see, some modules will have Cloudflare and it's protected and it cannot work. That's just the truth. Some modules will just not work. You have to admit that. But a lot of them will. And if you're technical enough, you'll be able to build it yourself. And this is how you do it. I wanted to make this video because I don't think it's only people who, are very smart who can make modules. I think anyone can make modules as long as you understand how they work and you can use AI. And this is why I made the video, so you can actually use AI to make your own modules. You don't need to be this smart person who needs to know all about coding. I don't know that much about coding and I'm still making it. And don't be like, if you need any help, don't just be shy. Just join the Discord server. We're literally having a conversation about making modules right now. As you can see, someone's trying to make it and I'm explaining to him how to make it. I was actually helping someone right now, so you can join the Discord. And over here we have around, let me check how many members we have. I think we have around 1,800 people in the server, and I will be here to help anyone who needs to make modules. Soon I will stop providing modules and only the link, so no zip file, and that will just make it easier because then you can update the module on the app easily. You can make your own modules. I've explained everything, and I will make more videos about this, going even in more depth, telling you how to get everything set up as well. This is just a quick video of how it works. So yeah, thank you for supporting the app. If you want to get it, it's on the iOS App Store. All you have to do is search up Synthetiq Player on the App Store, download the app, and then go to the Discord server in the link in bio, go to all module support errors, all module, download this. And do you know how I imported the module here, where I went to settings, modules, and I clicked advanced and I click file, import from file. That's the same UI you will have. My version is a bit more newer because I'm working, of course, with my developer version of the app, so it's a bit newer. But other than that, everything else is literally the same, and you can just go home and you can pick between the modules you have and use all of them. Of course, the app does support manga, so don't worry. And yeah, you can just go to photo mode and it will just be manga here. That's it, simple. And yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Thank you so much and have a great day.